Out of the pandemic, what we've seen is really strong demand from students and from universities as well. The kind of trends that we've seen, really are focused around safety and security and the social element as much as anything. I think people really now value the social element and the friends that they make and the networks that they make within the residencies that they go into. The safety and security piece is really important as well, making sure that these are clean, sanitised, but safe environments as well, and that families, especially for international students, need to contact their sons or daughters. They're able to via a front desk if they can't get hold of them directly. I guess on the product side of things, we've seen a good level of demand for studio rooms just in case we ever encounter another kind of pandemic situation, so that people can have everything that they need, from cooking facilities to washing facilities in the rooms. So I think studio rooms really drove their value and continue to do so. So as with any sector, there's always risks. I think the biggest risk within our sector, and one of the biggest challenges, is probably understanding politics and geopolitics. But really, in the UK and PBSA, it's focused around understanding how the government and universities interact. One of the things about investing in PBSA is to really understand the micro markets which you're going into and the relative strength of those universities. And so that has a lot to do with funding. Universities are continually struggling for funding. Some are better funded than others, and there's a real kind of race to compete for student numbers to make sure that they get those funding requirements through. So understanding politics at a local and a national level is really important when investing in these sectors. I think given that PBSA is also relatively underbuilt, you could argue, at a kind of more macro level, understanding development is really important as well. We've seen many challenges through the planning system, but also in construction as well, with construction pricing and supply side challenges as well. So the practical side of developing real estate is definitely one of the challenges, which means you really need to be investing with the right people, with experts and those with a track record in the sector. So I think the sector will continue to go from strength to strength. It's an incredibly safe sector in the sense that the demand is not correlated to wider macroeconomic movements. So the demand for higher education is not going anywhere anytime soon. So I really see that actually it will continue to go from strength to strength. We are continuing to see a big demand-supply imbalance. The supply side is becoming even more challenged as interest rates have gone up and construction has become more difficult in this environment. We will continue to see demand grow, and we'll continue to see supply constrained, which will continue to drive that imbalance in the sector. And we are also seeing increasing levels of capital still looking at coming into the sector. So that's going to drive competition as well from a capital side.